Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Tower God chapter 616 is out, and a lot of stuff went down in this chapter, not stuff currently that's going on in the Tower God series, but we got a lot of lore. This is a heavily lore focused chapter, and we are primarily focusing on Traumerei and what his past is about. And I think the chapter is called Traumerei's Story or Traumerei's Past. So without further ado, let's get into this review and this chapter. So we start off with Traumerei and Gasteng talking. Like, Traumerei is distracted and he's looking at this flower, and Gasteng is like trying to get his attention, and Traumerei is just so focused on this flower. And in this point in time, we're here like right after they finished their climb to the tower, the 10 great family leaders and the other guys, other regulars, and I guess their companions, all these people. They just finished climbing the tower, and they are gonna establish their dominance and their government type system in the tower. Like, Jihad is about to become king. The 10 great family leaders will become the 10 great family leaders shortly after. So yeah, we're right there at that time when shit really starts to solidify here. So at this point, Gasteng and Traumerei are in good terms. Like, they're friends. Like, Gasteng's checking up on him, he's visiting him. It looks like he hasn't seen him in a while, and he's questioning why Traumerei is all of a sudden focused on the flower. And Traumerei is like, well, this flower just came up out of nowhere. Like, I didn't do anything, I didn't plant it, I didn't command it to be there, it just popped up on its own. And like, all of a sudden, Traumerei gets pissed off and he just severs the flower apart. So what I think is going on here, it's like obviously a metaphor is like Traumerei's personality or his outlook in life. And I think it's Traumerei's obsession with controlling people and like just having that control over like anything he wants. And I mean, we'll see later in the chapter like what this means, but like, he didn't ask for this fucking flower to grow here, he didn't wish for it to be there, it just did it on its own. And that really pisses Traumerei off because that goes against his wishes. So anyway, we come to the next little scene with him and Gasteng talking, and they talk about a particular incident that kind of like drifted them apart. So yeah, these guys, they were really tight, all of them. They were seeing each other every single day, and Traumerei is saying here that it was really weird to be apart even if it was just for a day. And so like, that just shows you how tight these guys were. But there was this one specific incident. I don't think, well, obviously it doesn't involve Enkidu yet, but it was another incident that just made it hard for them to see each other. And I wonder if we're going to see that incident next chapter, or probably not in a very long time actually, because we're focusing on Enkidu's origins. So we won't really get information on that. But yeah, there were multiple incidents, at least multiple, that have really fucked up their relationship with each other, the family leaders' relationships with each other in Jihad. They put a wrench in it, and they really don't see each other the same anymore. So Traumerei is talking about like he's building this fish tank, and we see like his little palace, that's what it's called, but this is soon to be the mothership. So like, this is very early in the construction of Traumerei's shit, and like, we're just seeing everything being built. So you can see here that Traumerei like has all these little projects going on, and it's keeping him entertained. I mean, this dude already won. Like, he's already at the top of the tower. He's gonna become family leader soon. He's starting like make families. Like, he's talking about it. Like, this dude has it all made. So I guess like Traumerei looks like kind of content here. Also, if I could describe Traumerei, he's content, somewhat content here. But I mean, that's what it appears at face value, but in reality, he's very fucking empty. He's not really happy, even though he has all this stuff going for him. And then Gasteng brings up that Traumerei has been doing a little bit of ass licking for Jihad lately, and he even says that, do you guys have a special connection? And I'm thinking over here like, man, this is probably Traumerei in his hoe phase. I'm not gonna lie, Traumerei probably had a hoe phase at this point, but it doesn't look like that, because Traumerei is like, well, he's a king, it's normal to help him out. And he quickly shuts down this conversation, saying that, hey, he's a fucking king, dude, get that shit out of your head. And like, you shouldn't be like talking about him that way, because like, he's gonna be ruling the tower. So like, just dude, piss off. So Traumerei starts talking about having kids and starting his family, or trying to have kids, because I guess we found out that Jihad is like sterile or something. Maybe he was too powerful to have kids with regular people, and maybe these family leaders are thinking that, oh, what if it's the same for us? But anyway, Gasteng asks, so are you guys getting along? And we see like this little panel of this like kind of blonde girl. I don't think this is Arlene. It can't be Arlene, because Arlene is like a brunette, I think. But I think this is Icarus here. This must be Icarus. And like Traumerei brings up that it's not been the same ever since that day. So this day, this quote unquote day, there's another incident, and I'm very curious, like, how many fucking incidents did you guys have? Like, but what made this incident like super like devastating to the point where like you guys just are not on the same page anymore? And like that's what Traumerei is saying. He's like, ever since that day, she doesn't have the same thoughts as us. So I mean, I guess that could kind of be like why Arlene and V, like, they separated. And I guess these Towerborns, I think this is a Towerborn that separated from them. It must be Icarus. And it kind of pisses Traumerei off that this girl like is not submitting to him, and they're not naturally getting along. And he even brought up that Jihad said that she is a different creature, so pretty much saying that she can't be controlled, so no matter what Traumerei tries to do. And fucking Traumerei brings up that I wish I can control her like an animal. Well, Traumerei, I think all of us wish we can control women like animals. Let's be honest here. And Gasing replies to that comment with ... Not even 3 dots, just a fucking multiple dots, like 7 or 8 of them. And then he changes the fucking topic because it got way too uncomfortable. Traumerei got a little too real for a second, so we gotta change the topic here. So Gasing brings up the workshop and the master that he wanted to make a gift for him, like to compensate for something along the tower. And Traumerei brings up that, oh yeah, you know, I like something that turns into anything. So it's a very vague request, and he actually came through with it. The fucking workshop master came through with it, and he gave him a fucking ditto, pretty much. That's what it is. He gave him a ditto. And Traumerei reacted like, what the fuck is this? Well, I don't know, Traumerei, that's what you asked for. It's very vague instructions. And also the workshop master said to take good care of it and raise it well. So Traumerei just fucking ignored him with that, because he just left him unattended for a very long time. He just left him in that fucking jar. And this poor Ditto has just been following him around, and it doesn't really know what to do. It's like, what do I do to please Traumerei to get his attention? And he even like, I guess he was even like converting himself to some of Traumerei's servants, like copying them, you know, making the same faces as them. This shit got really creepy. And Traumerei was noticing that, damn, what the fuck is this? And he got to the point where he just told them to become a human. He told him to become a human. So like, I don't know what a human is in Tower God terms. Is a human an irregular? Like, what is that? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of humans, aren't there? There's a lot of humans. I don't know if Endorsi's a human because she's got a horn on her head. I think Jihad has like those red horns somewhere. I don't know what a human is. If you guys like found out what that is, like, is that an irregular? I don't really understand this point of the story, but I guess it is an irregular. So he's like become a real human. And later on it makes sense because Enkidu, or the Ditto, I guess, because this is not Enkidu yet. The Ditto is like, oh well, all his friends abandoned him and he's lonely, so that's why he wants to become human. And now that I think about it, Traumerei also told Bomb that he sees him as another human. And he also refers to the people as creatures, so it makes more sense. I guess a human in Tower of God is an irregular, because that's what they're referred to. And yeah, he said he saw Bomb was an irregular or / human, I guess, when he met him for the first time, and then he just called everyone else a creature. So yeah, I think that's what it means. But yeah, if you got a different interpretation, let me know down in the comments. But let's continue on with the story. So Enkidu is like, wow, we're the same, Traumerei, we're so lonely. So this Enkidu like has a brain of his own. Like it's not Enkidu though. It's not Enkidu yet. It's like Blob, Slime from Minecraft, or Ditto from Pokemon. This thing is like nothing right now, literally. It's just a giant, well, just like a little cubicle slime blob. And I guess he knows a little bit about Traumerei's past, because he has all this information. Like, he knows that V and Arlene, they left the 13 Great Warriors. So we see a little panel here of like Sting, Jihad, and V. So V is like turning his back on them, and Jihad is just looking at him. He's like, you fucker. Yeah, now it makes sense, because Jihad fucking hates this guy because he stole his girl. So they all kind of stuck together more or less, these Traumerei family leaders, but they eventually just went their own way. So we see Kuna Dwan and Traumerei looking different ways, and Jihad over there, he's looking back. He's just going to take over the tower. I'm surprised they're getting a lot of emphasis on Jihad in this chapter. There's a lot of Jihad panels here. So we go back to Enkidu, or Slime Blob, and there's already all this information that the workshop master seems to have ingrained in him. I don't know how he got all this info, but he knows things for some reason. He knows a lot of things. And Enkidu is over here thinking, like, man, I need to be Traumerei's companion. He's so lonely because all his companions abandoned him. So I want to fill that gap for him. And I want to be a human just for Traumerei. And for the next few panels, this motherfucker starts praying like crazy. Literally, he just prays and prays and prays to literally everything. The window, the wall, the roof, the fucking four directions, the east, north, west, south, all these fucking like things. He just prays to literally everything he can think of. And one day, one fateful day, the god himself comes down and returns to the story head on. He takes pity on this slime blob and he says, this creature born with no meaning, what do you want from me so bad that you keep praying to me so badly? And we get a little like internal thoughts here from the slime blob that he knows that the existence of Headon, that this guy is like God. Like this guy can like kind of hear your thoughts, I guess, or he can see everything. That's just kind of fucking weird. Literally, I mean, isn't that what God is in like Christianity? Like he's everywhere, kind of like that, which is fucking creepy. And this information was already stored in his mind. Like this workshop master, holy shit, where did he get this information? It's like installing a Windows driver inside your head and you already know everything or something, you know. That kind of rough analogy, but you kind of get what I'm saying. And this guy refers to him as some supreme transcendent being of the tower. I wish to become a human being. And Headon was like, what the hell? Well, no matter how powerful I am, not even I can do that. And Headon refers to this as challengers, which are humans and other beings. So the challengers / humans are the irregulars, because I mean, I think those are the ones that are meant to climb the tower because they're like the strongest people, I guess. And I guess the other beings are just the people that accompany the irregulars. They're like the regular people, you know, nothing special. So I guess humans now, from now on, have a whole different meaning, which they are just irregular people. So Headon says to not lose hope, like there's still something Enkidu can do, or Slime Blob I should say, because it's not Enkidu. I keep messing this up, but I gotta keep the narrative going, because technically this is not Enkidu. But anyway, Slime Blob over here is like losing hope, and Headon is giving him hope. Headon is willing to help him out. Like this fucking Headon, dude, this guy is a master schemer. He's been scheming ever since like the beginning of time, it looks like. And so he's trying to find a way to bypass the laws of the tower using Enkidu or Slime Blob's unique abilities. This is gonna I hope we run into Enkidu soon so I can stop getting this shit confused. And Headon over here suggests that he should take over another person's body. And while he's saying this, he has this big ass scary grin. This dude looks like that one Pokemon with that big ass mouth. And Headon, dude, this guy, I don't know what he gains from doing this. Like, he's already the strongest being in the tower, right? He's like Enryu level, maybe? Jesus Christ, this guy is fucking strong. This guy is kind of like God, I guess. But yeah, so Headon takes Slime Blob over to this battlefield where all these guys are fighting. So this is like when shit is getting real. These family leaders are causing a lot of problems. So these wars are happening. And like there's a lot of lore here. It's like it explains a lot what's going on here. And well, they find this one warrior, very familiar horns, and he is named Enkidu. So this is the real Enkidu, guys. Enkidu is just some guy. That's what he is. He is just some guy they found that has remarkable prowess, kind of like Caliban, like has a lot of potential. And Headon just sent Enkidu to be taken over by the Slime Blob, and that's what happens. He just gets taken over, and he is now Slime Blob and Enkidu are like one creature. So now I can call him Enkidu because that's his new name, even though he is just some guy that just got taken over. So yeah, he just gets taken over immediately with Headon's discretion, and I guess that's all the aid Headon gave him. I'm pretty sure there's more. I don't know if this is the point where Headon gave him the blessings, because holy fuck, I mean, that makes more sense now. He is immortal pretty much from like any non-irregular people, and he can kill anyone. Holy shit, yeah. I mean, Headon can do that. He can definitely do that. I mean, he is like the strongest administrator, I think. I mean, I think it was stated a long time ago that this guy was the big shit. That's why, maybe that's why he's called Headon. But anyway, it would make sense if Enkidu got his blessings from Headon personally. So a few months later pass. I don't know what happened, why a few months pass. I don't know if Enkidu is getting adjusted to his body, or if he's like trying to get stronger or what. But we see Traumerei fighting the ancient creatures of the tower. So Traumerei has like the regular animals that his like kids had. I mean, we see Chili Windbear's bear, we see Elbaba's wolf, and then we see that snake that got killed that was protecting Leviathan and his little crystal. I guess it wasn't little, but you know what I'm saying. And we see the turtle that one little dude was using, which I haven't seen him in a long time. So yeah, Traumerei is like fighting this fucking huge ass guy, this huge ass monster. I don't even know what this thing is. And his creatures don't really look strong. I think I remember them being a lot stronger back when he was fighting Gastang, and he had all these fucking things just like super evolved and super morphed and shit. And all of a sudden, Enkidu comes down and slices this motherfucker in the back. And this dude bleeds a blue blood, by the way. Blue or purple blood. And Enkidu greets Traumerei saying that it's been a long time. And Traumerei automatically knows that this is that little blob from the jar that the Grand Master gave him. And he already knew. Like, he could already tell. And Traumerei was like, yeah, it has been a long time. And he kind of accepts this Enkidu as his friend, more or less. I mean, he kind of gives that little smile. And the narrator states in the last few panels that Traumerei smiled like he used to when he saw something he wanted. This was the beginning of another split. So right here, I think what's going to happen is Traumerei is going to trust Enkidu a lot. They're going to become great friends. I don't know if Traumerei swings that way with Enkidu or swings that way in general. I think he was trying to swing that way with Jihad, and Jihad kind of rejected him. So he might be swinging that way with Enkidu, if you catch my drift. I don't know. It looks like Traumerei, like I said earlier, he's having a little hoe phase in this point of the story. And Enkidu did some fucked up shit, or someone did some fucked up shit in this relationship, and it just tore everything apart. So this is where the chapter ends. I don't know whose point of view we're taking, like who's the narrator, whose thoughts are these. I'm just curious. These could be anyone's thoughts. I'm thinking it makes sense if these are Gastang's thoughts and memories, because literally last chapter he recovered his memories from the book. So it would make sense if these are Gastang's memories, but it also could be Enkidu's memories. It could be Enkidu thinking in the past, or it could even be Traumerei's memories. Whose fucking memories are these? I'm just gonna say it's Gastang's. It kinda makes sense just because we got off that cliffhanger from last chapter. But let me know if maybe I'm just being oblivious. Maybe I missed an obvious context clue that showed whose point of view we're seeing this from. But I mean, yeah, let me know in the comments if whose point of view this is coming from. Who's thinking of this? In other words, it's not really a point of view because there's multiple POVs here. But who the fuck is thinking of these memories? Other than that, this is a really good chapter. Like, we get to see a lot of like how the family leaders were before they became the family leaders, like literally. And I mean, I think Traumerei at this point was weaker because his animals don't look really developed. They look kind of like they are now, like with his branch leaders using them. And we just see like the effects it had in the tower and how their relationships just kind of drifted apart. And we see that Traumerei did have a love interest at one point in time with a female. And I guess we see how Traumerei was before, like his personality got all twisted and he got all depressed. And I think that goes for everyone. I think everyone here was more or less happy. Like Gastang also, I don't think Gastang was fucking bitter and fucking like just wanted to kill everyone and burn down a tower, kill all the family leaders. I think everyone here was not super happy, but I think this was their peak happiness. Like I think this was when not much was going wrong. So I hope we continue this like backstory in the next chapter. I kind of alluded to that with saying that there's going to be another rift soon with Enkidu and Traumerei getting together. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on here, and this does a lot of explaining to why things are the way they are. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think of this chapter. Like, what do you think of Enkidu taking over that guy's body, or I guess the slime blob just taking over that guy's body? I still don't really understand that. Like, I really can't piece it together. It doesn't make much sense. Enkidu is just some guy. He's not, at least it looks like he's not an irregular. He doesn't even have like the features of an irregular. Like, he's a creature. Like, he has horns and shit. This guy's like a beast skin, right? Why did Headon choose him specifically? Did he just need to find a random vessel for Slime Blob to take over, or what? I don't get it. I don't get what a human is in the story. That I was trying to understand earlier, but that threw me off as soon as Enkidu got possessed. Because that guy, I don't think he was an irregular. And why is Traumerei accepting him as a friend? I thought Traumerei only wanted to be friends with irregulars. I don't fucking get it. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this review, and I will see you in the next chapter.